Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I have a question for you. Do you think practicing English alone is impossible? Many people believe that you need a partner to practice speaking English, but today I'm here to tell you that this is not true. You can improve your English speaking skills even if you are all by yourself. Let me share a secret with you. Many fluent English speakers practiced on their own before they became confident. Practicing alone might seem strange at first, but it is one of the best ways to improve. Why? Because when you practice alone, you don't feel shy or nervous. You can make mistakes, learn from them, and try again without feeling embarrassed. Here's an interesting fact. Research shows that speaking out loud, even to yourself, helps improve your language skills faster. When you practice speaking alone, your brain becomes used to forming sentences and speaking in English. This is a powerful way to get better at English. In this video, I will share with you simple and effective methods to practice speaking English on your own. These techniques are easy, fun, and proven to work. By the end of this video, you'll see that you don't need anyone else to start improving your English today. So, are you ready to break the myth and take your English speaking skills to the next level? Let's get started. Understanding the importance of solo speaking. Speaking is one of the most important skills in learning English. It helps you express your thoughts, share your ideas, and connect with others. But many learners don't practice speaking enough. Why? Because they think they need a partner. Let me tell you this. Solo speaking practice is not just possible. It's also powerful. First, let's talk about why speaking is so important. You can learn grammar, read books, and listen to audio. But if you don't practice speaking, you won't become fluent. Speaking helps you think in English and form sentences naturally. It builds your confidence, so you feel ready to use English in real-life situations. Now, here's why practicing alone can be even better than practicing with others. It's a stress-free environment. When you're alone, you don't have to worry about being judged or making mistakes. Many people feel nervous when speaking in front of others, but when you're alone, you can focus on learning and improving without pressure. You can take your time, repeat sentences, and try different ways of expressing yourself until you get it right. Solo speaking practice also complements other forms of learning. For example, if you're learning new words, speaking them out loud helps you remember them better. If you're studying grammar, practicing sentences aloud helps you understand how the rules work in real conversations. When you read a book or watch a video, speaking about what you learned improves your ability to explain and discuss ideas in English. Another big advantage of solo speaking is that you can practice anytime, anywhere. You don't have to wait for a partner or schedule a time. You can talk to yourself while doing chores, walking, or even looking in the mirror. Every moment becomes an opportunity to practice and grow. So, don't let the lack of a partner stop you from improving your English. Solo speaking is your personal space to grow, learn, and gain confidence. By practicing on your own, you'll be preparing yourself for any conversation, anywhere, with anyone. Speaking English fluently is not just a dream, it's a skill you can develop every day, starting right now. Building a strong foundation. Start small. When learning to speak English, it's important to take small, simple steps first. Just like building a house, you need a strong foundation before you can add the walls and roof. Starting small helps you gain confidence and get comfortable with speaking. One of the easiest ways to begin is by practicing common phrases. Think about the sentences you use every day in your own language. For example, phrases like, "Good morning," "How are you?" or "Thank you." These are great starting points because they are short, simple, and easy to remember. When you practice these phrases out loud, you start to feel more natural using English in daily conversations. Next, focus on topics that you know well. For example, you can practice introducing yourself. "My name is," "I live in," or "I like." Talk about your family, hobbies, or favorite foods. These are things you already know how to explain in your language, so it's easier to express them in English. Plus, these are common topics that come up in real conversations, so you'll be ready when someone asks you about them. Repetition is key to mastering speaking skills. Don't just say a sentence once and move on. Repeat it several times. For example, if you're practicing, "My name is Sarah and I live in London," say it slowly the first time, then say it again faster. Practice until it feels natural and smooth. Repeating sentences helps with pronunciation, fluency, and even memory. It's also helpful to focus on how you pronounce each word. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try your best. If a word is difficult, break it into smaller parts and practice slowly. Over time, your pronunciation will improve and you'll feel more confident. One fun way to practice is to record yourself speaking. Choose a sentence or two, record it on your phone, and then listen to yourself. This helps you hear how you sound and identify areas to improve. You might notice that you're speaking too fast or not clearly enough. With practice, you'll get better and better. Remember, you don't have to know everything right away. The goal is to start small and build your confidence step by step. Every time you practice, you're making progress. Small efforts lead to big improvements, so keep going. The more you practice these basics, the easier it will be to move on to more advanced topics later. Interactive activities to practice alone. Practicing English alone doesn't mean it has to be boring. There are many fun and interactive activities you can do by yourself to improve your speaking skills. These exercises not only help you speak more fluently, but also build your confidence. Let's explore 3 powerful techniques: role-playing, storytelling, and question and answer sessions. 1. Role play. Pretend to have a conversation. Role-playing is one of the best ways to practice real-life conversations without needing a partner. Imagine you're speaking to someone like a friend, a teacher, or even a shopkeeper. Pretend to greet them, ask questions, and respond as if they're talking to you. For example, imagine you're at a coffee shop. You. "Hello, I'd like to order a coffee, please." Pretend response. "Sure. What size would you like?" You. "I'll take a medium, please. How much is it?" Pretend response. "It's $3. You. "Thank you. Have a nice day." You can also role-play situations like asking for directions, making a phone call, or having a job interview. This helps you practice the phrases and vocabulary you'll need in real conversations. If you're unsure about what to say, search for common phrases online or in English learning books to guide you. 2. Storytelling. Narrate your day or tell a short story. Storytelling is another effective way to improve your speaking. Start by narrating your daily activities. For example, at the end of the day, talk about what you did. This morning, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I brushed my teeth, took a shower, and ate breakfast. Then I went to work. At lunch, I had a sandwich and some tea. After work, I went to the park for a walk. As you get more comfortable, try telling a short story. It could be something from your childhood, an interesting memory, or even a made-up story. The key is to speak out loud, practice forming sentences, and describe things in detail. For example, once upon a time, there was a boy named Alex. Loved playing football. One day, while practicing in the park, he met a famous football coach who helped him improve his skills. Storytelling helps you organize your thoughts, practice sentence structures, and use new vocabulary in context. Third question and answer. Talk to yourself. Asking yourself questions and answering them in English is a simple yet powerful exercise. You can pretend you're in a conversation or even act as both the interviewer and interviewee. For example, question: What is your favorite food? Answer: My favorite food is pizza. I like it because it's delicious and has many toppings. Question: What do you do in your free time? Answer: In my free time, I like to read books and watch movies. This activity helps you think quickly in English and prepares you for real conversations. To make it more challenging, ask why or how questions, such as, why do you enjoy reading? How do you prepare your favorite dish? You can also use flashcards with questions written on them, shuffle them, and pick one at random to answer. Bonus tip: combine the activities. For even more practice, combine these activities. For instance, after telling a story, ask yourself questions about it. Who was the main character in the story? What happened at the end? By mixing role-playing, storytelling, and question and answer exercises, you'll make your solo practice more engaging and effective. Remember, the goal is to speak as much as possible, even if you're alone. These interactive activities will help you develop your fluency, pronunciation, and confidence step by step. Keep practicing, and you'll notice big improvements in no time. The power of imitation, shadowing, and repetition. One of the most effective ways to improve your English speaking skills is through imitation. This method allows you to sound more natural, improve your pronunciation, and develop a better understanding of rhythm and tone. Let's explore how shadowing and repetition can help you practice speaking English like a pro. What is shadowing? Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say immediately, almost like an echo. The goal is to match their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm as closely as possible. It's like you're following their shadow. For example, if you're watching a video, pause after each sentence and repeat it exactly as the speaker says it. Pay attention to how they stress certain words, how their voice rises and falls, and how they pronounce each syllable. You don't need to understand every word at first. The focus is on mimicking the way they speak. How to use TV shows, podcasts, or YouTube videos for shadowing. You can use any audio or video content in English to practice shadowing. Here's how. 1. Choose the right material. Pick something with clear audio, like a TV show, podcast, or YouTube video. Shows with dialogue, such as sitcoms or interviews, work well because they provide natural, everyday conversation examples. 2. Start with short clips. Begin with short clips, just a few sentences or a single scene. Rewind and replay the clip until you feel comfortable repeating it. 3. Listen and repeat. Play a sentence, pause, and repeat it immediately. Try to match the speed, tone, and accent of the speaker. For example, speaker, "Hi, how are you today?" You, "Hi, how are you today?" 4. Gradually, build up. As you get better, try shadowing longer sentences or entire conversations. Don't worry if it's challenging at first. This is a skill that improves with practice. Why shadowing works. Shadowing helps you in several ways. Improves pronunciation. By copying native speakers, you learn how to pronounce words correctly. Builds rhythm and tone. You'll understand how sentences flow naturally in English, making your speech more fluent. Boosts listening skills. Shadowing trains your ears to pick up on subtle differences in pronunciation and intonation. Repetition. Reinforcing what you learn. Repetition is the foundation of learning any language. Once you've shadowed a sentence or phrase, repeat it several times to solidify your understanding. This repetition helps you remember the correct way to say things and builds muscle memory for speaking. For example, if you're learning how to say, "Can you help me with this?" Practice saying it over and over. 1. Can you help me with this? 2. Can you help me with this? 3. Can you help me with this? Repeat phrases in different tones or speeds to practice flexibility in your speaking, combining shadowing and repetition. To make the most of this method, combine shadowing and repetition. After shadowing a clip, write down a few key phrases and practice saying them multiple times throughout the day. This will help you internalize the new words and expressions. The power of imitation lies in its ability to teach you how English sounds and feels. By shadowing and repeating, you'll improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence in speaking. Make this a part of your daily routine, and you'll notice a significant improvement in your fluency over time. Remember, practice makes perfect. Using visual and written prompts. When practicing English alone, visual and written prompts are incredibly helpful tools. They engage your imagination and encourage creativity while boosting your speaking and writing skills. Let's explore some easy and effective ways to use these prompts for your practice. Describing pictures or objects around the house. One great way to practice speaking is by describing what you see around you. This could be objects, people, or even scenes from a picture. It's a simple activity that encourages you to use a wide range of vocabulary and sentence structures. Here's how you can do it. 1. Pick a picture or object. Look around your house, or find a picture online or in a book. Choose something that interests you, like a photo of a place, a piece of furniture, or a picture of people. 2. Describe it out loud. Start by describing the object or scene in as much detail as possible. For example, if you're looking at a table, you might say, "This is a wooden table. It has 4 legs and is very sturdy. There's a lamp on the table, and it's casting a soft light across the room. I also see a cup and a notebook on it." 3. Expand your description. After describing the basic details, go deeper. Talk about how the object makes you feel, why it's important, or any memories it brings to mind. For example, "This table is where I often sit to work. I like it because it's big enough for my laptop and books. I've had it for 5 years, and it reminds me of the time I moved into my new apartment. By practicing this daily, you'll naturally improve your vocabulary and sentence structure. This activity helps you become more comfortable speaking on a variety of topics, using random words or flashcards. Another fun method is to use random words or flashcards to spark your creativity and practice sentence formation. You can make a set of flashcards with different nouns, adjectives, or verbs, and then use them to create sentences or even short stories. 1. Create flashcards. Write down a mix of nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs on flashcards. For example, nouns: dog, car, mountain; verbs: run, eat, think; adjectives: big, slow, beautiful. 2. Pick a few cards. Pick 3 to 5 cards and use them to form a sentence or a short story. For instance, if you pick dog, run, and beautiful, you might say, "The dog runs fast in the beautiful park every morning." 3. Practice making new sentences. Continue forming sentences with different combinations of words. Try to challenge yourself by adding more cards or creating more complex sentences. This will improve your ability to think in English and speak naturally. Writing and speaking journal entries. To track your progress and build both speaking and writing skills, consider maintaining a journal. Writing and speaking about your day or thoughts in English helps you think more clearly in the language and boosts your fluency. Here's how you can start. 1. Write journal entries. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to write about your experiences. Start with simple sentences, then try to make them more complex as you improve. For example, today I went to the store. Today, I went to the store to buy some groceries. I bought fruits, vegetables, and bread. After that, I stopped by the park to enjoy the sunshine. 2. Read your journal aloud. After writing, read your journal entry out loud. This combines speaking with writing practice and helps improve your fluency. Focus on pronunciation, rhythm, and pacing as you read. 3. Track your progress. Every week, review your journal entries and note any improvements in your vocabulary or sentence structure. This will help you see how much you've learned and what areas you need to work on. Why these activities work. Using visual and written prompts is effective because they stimulate your brain in multiple ways. Describing objects or scenes forces you to think quickly and practice speaking in real time. Flashcards help expand your vocabulary and sentence-building skills. Writing journal entries and reading them aloud ties everything together, improving both writing and speaking fluency. Incorporating these visual and written prompts into your daily routine is an excellent way to practice English on your own. Whether you're describing pictures, using flashcards, or writing in a journal, these activities will gradually increase your confidence and fluency. The key is consistency. Keep practicing every day, and soon you'll notice significant progress in your speaking and writing skills. Transforming daily life into practice opportunities. One of the easiest and most effective ways to practice speaking English is by integrating it into your everyday life. You don't need to set aside extra time for formal practice. Instead, you can turn ordinary tasks into speaking practice opportunities. Let's explore how you can transform daily activities into chances to improve your speaking skills. Narrating daily activities. Start by narrating what you're doing throughout your day. This simple activity helps you practice speaking out loud, expand your vocabulary, and improve your fluency. Here's how you can do it. 1. Cooking. When you're in the kitchen preparing a meal, describe what you're doing in English. For example, I'm chopping the onions now. I need to make sure they are small pieces. After this, I'll fry them in the pan until they turn golden brown. Now I'm boiling the pasta. I need to keep an eye on it so it doesn't overcook. Narrating these actions helps you practice using verbs, adjectives, and everyday vocabulary while making cooking a productive speaking practice session. 2. Commuting. Whether you're walking, taking the bus, or driving, narrate your surroundings and actions. Describe what you see, where you're going, and what you're thinking. For example, I'm walking to the bus stop. The weather is nice today, so I'm enjoying the fresh air. The bus is coming soon, so I need to get ready to hop on. I'm driving to the grocery store. There's a lot of traffic today, and I'm listening to my favorite podcast while waiting for the light to turn green. This practice turns your commute into an English practice session, allowing you to speak about real-life situations that feel natural and relatable. Pretending to give directions or explain concepts aloud. Another way to practice speaking alone is by pretending to give directions or explain concepts as if you're teaching someone. This helps you work on your ability to use clear, structured sentences and vocabulary. You can practice in various situations. 1. Giving directions. Pretend you're guiding someone to a place, like a friend asking for directions. For example, to get to the park, go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left at the traffic light. Walk for another block, and you'll see the park on your right. If you want to find the library, you need to take the second right after the coffee shop. It's right next to the post office. Giving directions allows you to practice clear and concise speech using prepositions, verbs, and spatial language. 2. Explaining a concept or process. Try explaining something you know well, like a hobby, a recipe, or a simple process. For example, to make a cup of tea, first boil some water. Then, pour the hot water into a cup with a tea bag. Let it steep for a few minutes, and you'll have a perfect cup of tea. If you want to tie a tie, start by crossing the wide end over the narrow end. Then, bring it up through the loop and pull it down to make a knot. By explaining things out loud, you'll work on forming structured sentences, practicing useful vocabulary, and improving your ability to speak fluently on various topics. Integrating speaking practice into your routine. The beauty of narrating your daily activities or pretending to explain things is that it becomes a natural part of your routine. You don't need to carve out extra time specifically for practice. Instead, you can use the moments when you're cooking, commuting, cleaning, or even relaxing as speaking opportunities. Here's how to make it effortless. 1. Consistency. Try to narrate something every day. Whether it's while making breakfast or walking to the store, make it a habit to speak in English about your daily life. The more consistent you are, the more natural it will become. 2. Practice at any moment. You don't need to wait for the perfect time to practice. Speak while doing everyday tasks. Even when you're alone at home or walking outside, seize those moments to talk out loud. 3. No pressure. Since you're not trying to impress anyone, there's no pressure. Just speak naturally and comfortably. Mistakes are part of the learning process, and you'll improve over time. Transforming your daily life into practice opportunities is a powerful way to improve your speaking skills. By narrating your activities, giving directions, or explaining concepts aloud, you'll find that speaking English becomes more integrated into your routine. This effortless practice helps build fluency, boosts your confidence, and keeps you speaking regularly without needing extra time or a partner. So, start today. Turn your daily life into an English-speaking adventure. Tracking progress and staying motivated. As you practice speaking English on your own, it's important to track your progress and stay motivated. Learning a language is a journey, and celebrating small wins along the way can help you stay positive and keep going. Let's explore some simple strategies to measure your improvement and maintain your motivation. Recording yourself to measure improvement. One of the best ways to track your progress is by recording yourself speaking. This allows you to listen to your recordings later and compare how you sound over time. You might notice improvements in your pronunciation, fluency, or confidence. Here's how you can use recording to measure your progress. 1. Start by recording short sentences or paragraphs. For example, narrate what you're doing or describe your day. 2. Listen to your recordings after a few weeks. Notice if your speech is clearer, if you're using more vocabulary, or if you sound more fluent. 3. Compare different recordings to see how you've improved. Hearing your own voice can be a great confidence booster. By recording yourself regularly, you'll see how far you've come and gain the motivation to keep practicing. Setting milestones and rewarding progress. Setting small, achievable goals is a great way to stay motivated. Break your larger goal, becoming fluent in English, into smaller, easier-to-reach milestones. For example, you could aim to speak for 5 minutes a day without stopping or master 10 new phrases by the end of the week. Once you reach a milestone, reward yourself. It could be something simple like taking a break to watch your favorite show or treating yourself to a nice meal. Rewards help keep you motivated and remind you that every step forward is important. Staying motivated when progress feels slow. Sometimes progress can feel slow and it's easy to get discouraged. But remember, learning takes time, and improvement isn't always immediate. Here are some tips to help you stay motivated even when progress seems slow. 1. Focus on the positives. Celebrate small victories, like mastering a new word or completing a speaking practice session. 2. Stay patient. Fluency doesn't happen overnight. Consistency is key, and with time, your hard work will pay off. 3. Keep the bigger picture in mind. Remember why you started learning English in the first place. Whether it's to travel, get a better job, or connect with others, your goals are worth the effort. Tracking your progress, setting milestones, and rewarding yourself are all great ways to stay motivated. Don't be discouraged if it feels like progress is slow. Keep practicing, recording your voice, and celebrating each step forward. Stay focused on your goals and enjoy the process. Learning English is a rewarding journey. Congratulations on taking the first step toward improving your English speaking skills through solo practice. By incorporating simple techniques like narrating daily activities, shadowing native speakers, and using visual prompts, you've already set yourself up for success. Solo speaking practice is an incredible way to boost your fluency, confidence, and pronunciation. It allows you to practice at your own pace, without the pressure of a conversation partner. You can work on your speaking skills anywhere, anytime, and tailor your practice to suit your interests and learning style. The beauty of solo practice is that it's always available, and it directly contributes to better communication in real-life situations. Remember, progress takes time, and consistency is key. Don't worry if it feels slow at first. Every time you speak out loud, you're making progress, even when it doesn't seem like it. Your determination and persistence are the most important factors in achieving your speaking goals. Keep going and you'll see results. Now, it's your turn. Try one of the techniques we discussed today, whether it's narrating your daily activities or shadowing a native speaker. Leave a comment to share your experience or let us know how you plan to incorporate solo speaking practice into your routine. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on improving your English. Your speaking journey starts now, so let's make it a successful one together.